Now, your award-winning local sports coverage. Here's 1011's Adam Kruger.
Earlier this year in Lincoln, former Husker volleyball players Kayla Banworth, Kelsey Robinson, and Jordan Larson won gold at the NEWSCAST Olympic qualifying tournament. Now the NU trio will try to win gold at the Summer Games in Rio after all three were named to Team USA today. This marks the second time Larson will represent the United States in the Olympics. The Hupper native was on the 2012 national team that won the silver medal in London. Meanwhile, this will be Banworth and Robinson's first time on the Olympic squad. America should be motivated after losing this past weekend to Brazil in the finals of the World Grand Prix. NU head volleyball coach John Cook released a statement today saying, quote, "For three Nebraska volleyball players to make the U.S. team, it's a great reflection of the commitment that Nebraska has made and the support that we give to our student athletes. All three players have had incredible journeys and stories on their paths to making the Olympic team." The 2016 games start August 5th on our sister station, that's NBC Nebraska. Meanwhile, home field advantage for the World Series is on the line tonight at the MLB All-Star Game. Three Kansas City Royals who know a thing or two about winning the Fall Classic competed in this evening's Midsummer Classic. Right now, the American League leads the National League 4-2 in the top of the ninth inning. The two Royals hitters in the AL lineup have made a big presence tonight. Eric Hosmer and Salvador Perez both blasted home runs in the bottom of the second. Chicago Cub Chris Bryant, meanwhile, went deep for the NL in the top of the first. Lincoln Salt Dogs at home tonight taking on the Texas Air Hogs. Dogs going for a season-high 6th win. Casey Barnes was on point tonight for Lincoln. Salt Dogs starter goes 7 scoreless innings, striking out 3 and allowing just 2 hits on the night. Bottom of the 5th, 2 on, still no score until Lincoln's Kurt Smith comes through with the RBI single into right. Robbie Cousdale comes in to score. And that's the game winner. Dogs take it tonight by a score of 1-0. The Dogs and Air Hogs hook up one more time tomorrow, starting at 6:35. Well, high school football practice doesn't officially start for another month, but this week a handful of area teams were allowed to participate in a camp in Lincoln organized by the Nebraska National Guard. Seward is one of the schools taking part, and as 1011's TJ Eck reports, the Blue Jays hope a pair of brothers will help them to the postseason in 2016.
Jack up.
Football players commonly refer to their teammates as brothers, but for Seward's Corbin and Connor Ruth, the word has a literal meaning.
It's something special. Like, most people don't get to play with their brother in high school, and it's just something I like. When I'm older, I'm going to look and think, oh, that was great.
The Ruths, who are a year apart, have been playing together since Connor, the younger brother, was in 3rd grade and Corbin in 4th.
We get along pretty well, but, you're not afraid to say anything to him because, you're growing up your whole life fighting. So when you're on the field, sometimes that comes out a little bit, yell at each other.
We like to get pretty intense together. We just have fun, just like we're at home.
Go.
The two are now upperclassmen for the Blue Jays. A returning starter, Corbin is entering his senior season. Meanwhile, Connor is expected to crack the starting lineup as a junior.
They're both very, football IQ is very high, and they're just hard-working, good kids. You can't have enough of those guys that love and have a passion for the game.
Both Ruths are big, strong football players who can compete on both sides of the ball. But as for who the better athlete is, that's still up for debate.
I don't know. I'd probably say me.
Who's the better athlete between the two of you?
Me.
It's funny, because guess what he said?
He said him.
Unfortunately for Seward's opponents, they'll have to deal with both Corbin and Connor as they look to help the Blue Jays return to the playoffs in 2016. The Ruth brothers and the rest of the Seward squad open the 2016 season August 26th on the road at Crete. Reporting in Lincoln, TJ Eck, 1011 Sports.
And while the Ruth brothers are preparing for their high school season, Niles Paul is looking forward to his 6th season in the NFL. The former Husker will try to earn the starting tight end spot for the Washington Redskins. Paul was in his hometown of Omaha this past weekend hosting a youth camp. Before last year, the North High alum signed a 3-year, $10 million deal with the Redskins. But in a preseason game in August of 2015, Paul suffered a dislocated ankle that kept him out the entire year. Now the 26-year-old believes he's back in top form.
It was honestly one of the worst years of my playing career because I've never been seriously injured. I've missed a couple games off the toe injury, but I've never had a serious injury. The doctor told me probably one of the worst injuries he's ever seen, and it was real questionable in my return, but I put in the work in rehab. I came back, and I'm out practicing full go. I did mini camp OTAs, and I'm just working to get my spot back.
So good luck to him. We're doing On the Line tonight, caller number 5, talking Cornhusker State games.
And John Cook, you can just see how proud he is. I mean, with the volleyball team and
did you have any more recruiting tools at your disposal? A national championship, 3 Olympians.
Boy,
unbelievable.
Excellent. Thank you, Adam.
Yep.
Well, coming up Question, did you go to Starbucks today?
And did it cost you a little more for that favorite drink? And do you want to know why that is? All you have to do is keep watching.